Human beings are amazing. We are amazing human beings. We can stare truth right in the face and not see a darn thing. We've been on this earth for what? 3.5 million years? And yet just 500 years ago, we thought the earth was flat. And just a mere 150 years ago, we didn't think we could get off the ground and fly. Which begs the question, what timeless truths are we missing today? I think I know one, and I think you guys do too. Have you ever heard the saying, be careful what you wish for, you just might get it? Be careful what you wish for, you just might get it. Anybody ever hear the saying? And how many of you actually believe it's true, to at least some extent? Come on, be honest. The question is, how many of you have actually thought about why and how it's true? It's the same concept that creates thoughts becoming things. And I don't mean that figuratively, I mean it literally. Your thoughts become things. Have any of you actually ever had a thought become a thing? Whether you know it or not, every thought you have is becoming the future reality that you create. Let me give you some examples of my life. First of all, I read a book called The Secret in 2008. It talked about this guy who thought about this feather. And every morning he woke up, he thought about this feather with all these etchings and carvings in it. And every night before he went to sleep, he thought about this feather with all these etchings and carvings in it, different colors. And one morning, he's walking down the street and he sees the exact feather that he had thought about in his mind. And then it said, you try. So I did. In February of 2008, I started thinking about cotton balls. I don't know why, but it just popped into my head, this pure white cotton ball. So every morning, I woke up, I thought about cotton balls. Every night before I went to sleep, I thought about cotton balls. And in April of 2008, it got warm enough. And I started going jogging with my daughters, who were 2 and 4 at the time. Well, I was jogging, they were in the double jogging stroller. And we go to this track, we'd run around the track a couple of times, we get to this hill, I'd run up the hill, we get to the playground, I'd get them out of the double jogging stroller. And I push them on the swings, I push them down the slide, they'd get back in, and I'd just go home. Well, it was May 31st, 2008, we ran around that track a couple of times, we ran to that hill, we ran up the hill, we got to the park, I got them into the playground, and I'm getting them out of the double jogging stroller, and I looked down, and I saw all over the park, hundreds of cotton balls. A thought had become a thing. Now, I don't know if you guys have heard about vision boards or visualizing what you want to happen. In fact, if you go to the Toastmasters manual, they actually talk about visualizing, about getting a standing ovation at the end of your presentation, getting people to clap for you. That's just visualizing. And vision boarding is a specific way to visualize. You put pictures on the board of places or things you want to happen in your life. Well, 3 years ago, I put together a vision board of travel places I want to go to in my life. I put Hawaii and Alaska and Egypt, Thailand, and a lot of other places. And in December of last year, about a year ago, I got a call from a buddy of mine who said, Joel, I heard about this opportunity at this company. They're looking to include insurance regulatory data into their database. I was like, wow, that's interesting. I've only used a company called SNL. So, go through the interview process. In January 25th, I start working at FactSet in Connecticut, of all places. Short commute, 20 minutes, my shortest commute in my career, actually. I start working job, and a few months later, my boss comes to me and he says, Joel, you're working with a lot of people in Manila. I really want you to get to know these people. So we're going to go there. Like, great. As many of you know, I have a big passion for traveling. That's why I did the vision board of travel. Well, the next morning I'm jogging, and I thought to myself, wow, how far is Manila from Bangkok? Because on my vision board, as I mentioned, was Thailand and a few pictures of Bangkok. The Grand Palace, the great Temple of Buddha, the great Temple of Dawn. I was really excited. Checked it out. It was only a 3-hour flight from Manila. I'm going to Bangkok. It gets more interesting. I get to Bangkok, and we booked a hotel that had a rooftop pool and bar, and I go up to the rooftop, and I'm taking a look at the Grand Palace. I'm taking a picture, and I got chills. Because the view I was looking at was the exact picture that had been on my vision board for the last 3 years. A thought had become a thing, and I had visualized my actual vision of Bangkok. Now you guys do this too. I'm not the only one. You're visualizing and creating your life all day, every day. So think about the good ones, not those not so good ones. And you can create the life of your dreams. Thank you.